Poets' Day, The State of the Nation, by Darren Gooding. This week's a tale of nationhood in countries far away that takes our Mervin and our Don off to the USA. For reasons that will soon unfold, dear Don gets elevated to highest office in the land. But is his downfall fated? With consequences most extreme, what can poor Mervin do? Will Donny's mad schemes triumph, or hilarity ensue?
Morning, Don. Blimey, you're up early.
Merv, we have run out of agreeable breakfast-style fare.
Well, I don't get my money for those poems for the Grawniad until the end of the week, which means we'll have to.
Absolutely no.
But we don't have a choice.
In all certain terms, no.
We are going to have to eat.
I deny it, I refuse it, I refute it.
Cereal.
No, 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 no. This is exactly how Hitler got started. Besides which, when it comes to cereal, I am contractually obliged to consume only sugar puffs.
Other breakfast cereals are available.
No, they're bloody not.
Cobblers. Healthy, other branded cereal it is for us, young man. I'm sure we've got a packet somewhere.
Where?
Right at the back of the cleaning cupboard.
Oh, I don't see.
Oh, it's between the flick gun and the bootleg Yankee nylons and under the ration books. Brush the dust and dead wasps off and I reckon it'll be all right. Ish.
Fannie Mae Kellogg's New Deal Anti-Commie Flakes. Fresh Iowa corn, wholesomely incinerated and fortified with radium and bakelite. Free Liberty Bond in every pack, plus extra special all-American prizes. Dear God, Merv, from behind which white picket fence did this retro dietary nightmare pounce?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was here when I moved in. I reckon old Mrs. Freak must have been given it with the nylons. I think she was a bit of a whiz with the GIs back in the day.
So fossilised, dry, desiccated, devoid of all possible pleasure and nutritional content.
Old Mrs. Freak?
The cereal. But yes, certainly old Mrs. Freak too.
Yeah, but it's cereal. How are you going to tell?
Fair point. Chuck us a bowl, will you?
We don't have any milk, not that that's ever
And
stopped.
the vodka.
As usual. There you go, Don.
Lovely. Now I'm just going to break this box's ancient seal.
It's like something out of Indiana Jones. Oh, that looks, challenging. On the plus side, it's likely high in fibre.
Yeah, probably asbestos.
Hang on a mo. It seems like you've got something stuck in the pack. Look there, right at the bottom, like it doesn't want to come out.
It's probably my appetite. Right, let's have a shufty. Ooh, it's an envelope.
Maybe it's your Free Liberty Bond.
No, it looks like I've won something. See here. Scratch off the glowing plutonium panel to reveal your special all-American prize. Mervin, hand me my Oxfam shop deceiving coat button in the bacon foil wrap.
Okie dokie, skipper. There. Well, what have you won?
Well, apparently, the presidency of the United States of America.
Oh, well, that's not... The what?
Hi, I'm Chip Chippleheimer in the studio.
Hi, I'm Chip Chapowski, also in the studio.
Hi, I'm Chip Benders in Washington, outside the U.S. Supreme Court, and welcome back to The World Right Now, this instant, immediately, tomorrow is yesterday, today on Fox News. Sponsored by the Republican Party of America.
Thanks, Chip. At the top of the hour, we'll be bringing you Blindfold Chainsaw McCrimey with Pete Hegseth, followed by a Texas Congresswoman's shockingly possible report on how her dreams conclusively suggest that pride flags cause hurricanes and transgenderists are secretly using facts to irradiate our children with gayness. But first, for contrast, a totally ridiculous story. This Thursday, in sleepy England land, in a quiet little ye olde hamlet village called Wyvanhoe, one of its quaint little ye olde residents, a local poet and popular nonentity named Don Fletcher-Park, opened a box of 80-year-old American cornflakes, only to discover he's apparently become president. Chip, this sounds like a pretty kooky tale.
That's right, Chip, it does. Apparently, in 1944, in a desperately zany attempt to encourage the purchase of Liberty bonds and refloat the shattered wartime economy, FDR partnered with the Kellogg's Cornflake Company and Colonic Irrigation Anti-Masturbation League of Wisconsin to create a novelty 25th Amendment hidden in a box of cornflakes, conferring upon the finder for 1 week only the title, office, and full executive powers of the president.
Wow, Chip, that's just so entirely wacky. But as Chip Benders over at the Supreme Court is discovering, we don't think Mr. Fletcher-Park will be taking up residence in the Oval anytime soon. As after 80 years, this order is clearly totally unenforceable. Isn't that right, Chip, in Washington?
That's right, Chip. The Supreme Court has just discovered the order is, hang on, it's just coming to my earpiece now, is in fact entirely enforceable, and the new president will be sworn in within the hour.
Wow, that happened fast. So, we're rolling over to Candy Van Cougar at the White House, who is now awaiting the arrival of our new president-elect.
Thanks, Chip. This is Candy Van Cougar reporting from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue on the historic afternoon of this most historic of historic afternoons. The world's press is gathered en masse, but mostly in pants, around the extensive motorcade of the president-elect's rented Fiat Panda with improvised cardboard bulletproof glass, which just arrived to an ecstatic burst of spontaneous apathy from the crowd of House Democrats and other bums. First out of the Panda was the president-elect's campaign manager and presumed homosexual lover, Mr. Mervin Mule, who's with me now. Hi, Marvin.
Hello, Candy. It's Mervin. Don and I aren't actually...
Sorry, Mr. Mervin. So, Marvin, how will President Fletcher-Park be approaching his first and only week in office?
Well, I think you should ask him.
The media. Hello, my people. Thank you. Well, go on if you must. Cheers. Now, I've been giving my new executive position the deepest and most serious ruminations, whilst copping a quick rollie behind a statue of some terrifying old bloke in a vastly outsized armchair. I'd no idea Jimmy Savile was this big over here.
I think that's the Lincoln Memorial, Don.
But, Mr. President-elect, what exactly have you done to prepare for your inauguration?
Here it comes.
Well, Candy, I've read a few books, got a few ideas of my own. How difficult can it possibly be?
Mr. President-elect, please follow me, sir. I'm detailed for your security. Blimey, Don. We're in the White House, just like on the teddy box.
Yes, Merv. It's a corridor. Very impressive.
But it's a White House corridor with White House-type people. Look, Don, are you sure you're cut out to do this? Do you really think you can function as President of the United States of America? Land of the free? Well, sort of. Even for a week? I mean, no offence, Don.
None shall be taken, Merv.
But you're the most indolent, untrustworthy, impulsive and generally sectionable individual I've ever met. And I know drummers.
Fear not, Merv. Whilst I was at first uncertain this job would seamlessly tessellate with my utterly unique skill set, I was swayed when I discovered the quite generous remuneration package on offer to its incumbent.
More than 50 quid a week?
Far more than even those incalculable riches.
Wowzers. But even so, Don, what experience do you have of successfully running, well, anything?
Oh, ye of little faith, name one time when I have failed you in a position of authority.
Well, I can't think of only one.
Look, this time, Merv, it's gonna be different. In fact, whilst you were driving the Panda on the ungodly side of the road, I was communing with the Wall Street Journal, and now I'm here. I intend to make some policy decisions.
Oh, well, the wheels were bound to come off the wagon at some point. All right, Don, what will be your first executive order? Declaring war on Rowhedge? Assassinating Roger McGough?
Well, both tempting, but no. I thought we'd begin by looking at immigration.
Oh, yeah, let's start with the non-controversial stuff, eh?
Well, it occurred to me that the current policy of employing armed thugs to randomly round up anyone vaguely brown and hold them in concentration camps is, apart from being morally dubious,
No disagreement there.
fiscally unsound. Not only will it cost more money than this country actually has at its disposal to accurately locate all said individuals, put them through full due legal process, house them humanely in the meantime, and finally, if appropriate, remove them. Their absence in itself will cause a massive unfillable hole in the low-paid labour market, ironically causing the greatest disruption in the agrarian, so-called red states that are likely to support this Farage-style fiasco.
Blimey, you actually were reading the Wall Street Journal, weren't you?
Now, what can I say? I've always dallied with the intellectual, so what do you think of my analysis?
Well, terrifyingly, it's spot on. So what's your plan?
Scrap the lot of it, close the camps, reopen the borders, invite everyone back, apologise profusely, and whilst they're returning from South America, temporarily fill the vacant back-breaking jobs in cotton picking and such like with all those strapping pickaxe-wielding ICE agents that have suddenly found themselves curiously redundant, remunerated, of course, at far below minimum wage.
Oh, of course. Well, that is appealingly poetic justice. All right, I'm sold. We'll do it. Just remember, you're not president yet.
You're right. They're taking the time with this inauguration. Now, as a bona fide honorary doctor, I know all about a good ceremony. And
They've probably realised it's all a terrible mistake. We could check with our security detail.
what Man Mountain who brought us in?
He looks competent.
Or we could just ask that drag queen.
I don't think that's a drag queen, Don.
Morning. Nice frock, sir, stroke madam.
I, sir, am the Chief Justice of the United States, and this is a robe.
Oh, sorry, pal. Still, either way, it goes lovely with those red stilettos.
I take it, sir, you've not been previously inaugurated.
That's between me, Doc Boltman, and the Chief Rabbi.
Do you have your family's holy epistles?
No, it's just the way I walk.
No, sir, I mean your Bible.
I know what you mean, pal. I was just attempting to insert a little wry amusement, a soupçon of ironic levity, a frisson of anarchic ribaldry into an otherwise tediously predictable and hidebound ritual. Hey, Merv, bring over our most holy volume.
Okie dokie. There.
Cheers.
This, sir, appears to be a worn-out Betamax video cassette, cruelly labeled in crayon with the legend Button Moon Series 1 to 4.
And your point is?
This is supposed to be a religious text.
Heresy!
Well, this is a religious text. I mean, he did have a Gutenberg Bible, but Donny sorted that in one of his monumental acts of responsibility.
Look, pal, I was considering swearing on Charles Baudelaire's Les Fleurs de Mal, but Mervin here suggested Button Moon would be far better. and it is. Particularly Series 3, which is the one where Tina Teaspoon...
Very well, sir. Raise your right hand. Place the left on your children's entertainment.
Steady.
And repeat after me these words hastily scribbled in biro on the back of this packet of high tar camel.
Will do, Squire.
I, insert name here,
I, Donington Herodotus Susan Fletcher-Park,
do solemnly swear...
do solemnly swear I also drink and smoke Spike Milligan, dreaded piano clubber, solid gold classic that.
Please, sir, that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States.
That I will faithfully execute the President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve hands, knees, and bumps a daisy, etc., the constellation of the invited stoats.
So help me God.
So help me Bowie.
Which, before you quibble, is precisely the same thing.
Amen.
I declare you the 48th President of the United States. You may now kiss the bride.
Eh?
Oh, sorry, force of habit. I also do weddings. Right, the nation's all yours, so good luck.
I don't think I'll need it, pal, but thanks anyway.
I was addressing the nation. Good day, sir.
Cheeky minx. And what's more, I can see his slip showing.
So, we all ready, Mr. President?
Well, it would appear so. Right, time to meet my illustrious predecessor. I wonder if he'll be happy to see me. Hey, Hercules, Oval Office over here, I take it.
Please walk this way, sir.
Hey, if I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the
Oh,
top.
give it a rest, Don.
Keep shredding those documents, Pam. I want the best shredding from my Attorney General. I want all the incriminating evidence of everything that didn't happen shredded better than anyone shredded incriminating evidence before of all the other things I also didn't do, particularly the photographs and the list that didn't exist of me, Jeffrey, and the girls. All the girls. Start with the younger girls, Pam. Shred the really young girls first.
Oh, Mr. President, I don't think I can get all this evidence illegally destroyed before the new administration takes office. Oh, this would be so much quicker, sir, if only you weren't so phenomenally corrupt.
Vance,
Sir?
stop helping me look down Pam's blouse and start helping Pam shred the pornography. So much pornography.
Witnesses, sir. Please, stop shredding.
Right. Which one of you job lot of identical blue suits is the spare?
The spare?
The outmoded, the outdated, the surpassed, the superfluous and surplus to requirements, to wit, the redundant, excrescent, otiose, and from this moment forth, entirely prolixious, in short, my predecessor.
You sure you want to be coming on this strong, Don?
I'm exuding confidence, Mervin. Powerful idiots apparently find this sort of thing impressive, so I'm informed.
Oh, fair enough.
Who's this loser? I'm the president. I'm the only president here. I'm the best president in the world ever. No one's ever been more presidential than me. No one's ever done that. No, not once. No one's ever done that. No one knows more about presidenting than I do. Not even the great Hannibal Lecter. Good man, great man. Not even he knew more about presidenting.
Mervin?
Yes, Don?
Who in the name of all the singing Shatners is this drivelling imbecile? Hey, pal, I don't want to worry you, but someone's let a drunk into your gaff.
That, sir, is the President of the United States.
Well, it seems I have arrived in the nick of time. Oi, Curtis!
Yes, Mr. President.
Show these Charlies here the door and don't let them in on their fat arse cheeks on the way out.
Come along, sirs, madam.
You can't do this to me. I'm the president. I'm the best president ever.
You'll rue this day, sir!
know what, Mervin? I think I might enjoy this job.
Donny, this place is a rabbit warren. I got lost finding the "You Are Here" sign.
Managed to orientate yourself now?
Almost. So how are you settling in?
Very well, Merv. I have been cogitating.
What, behind the Resolute desk?
Well, I'm sure it's seen much worse recently. Which is why I had it forensically wiped down and the adult nappy bin removed.
So, what were you cogitating upon?
My State of the Nation speech. And Jesus H. Crimblemas is this nation in a state.
You're not wrong there, Don.
It seems what has happened here, Merv, if I read this correctly, is a case of inevitable mass idiocy. This is a country in which famously anyone can become president, and so logically at some point anyone famous clearly would. Evidently the last bloke was elected to be president of America by those denizens of America who couldn't find America on a map of America.
Yeah, it just seems inconceivable, doesn't it?
That's what I thought. I had no idea how to mentally process this cultural peculiarity until then it hit me. I know what America is.
And post-cogitation, what have you decided it is?
Clacton.
You're kidding.
No. Think about it. Imagine Clacton.
Ugh.
It's a challenging request, I know, but roll with it. Clackers, with its inequalities, poverty, distrust of intellectuals, hatred of foreigners, and propensity for adults wearing novelty hats best restricted to children below the age of 5, plus its religious devotion to deep frying, absolutely sodding everything. Throw into that donut mix a paucity of education, decline of manufacturing industry, irrational desire to buy into the blatant lies of whatever millionaire racist happens to be scapegoating for office, then finally shove a tube down its throat, inflate it to Walmart proportions with money, cocaine and open carry firearms, and Bob's your uncle while simultaneously your brother, and what have you got?
The good old US of A.
Exactement, mon ami. Though minus any decent candy floss. I'm considering my first executive order.
You seem surprisingly well informed all of a sudden.
Well, when the cleaning staff were hosing down the Resolute desk with quicklime, they discovered something.
I'll bet they did.
No, not like that. Well, actually, exactly like that. But in addition to exactly like that, in one of the less sticky drawers, between a draft declaration of war on Canada and the invasion plans for Greenland, they found the orange one had left me a few useful items, including this.
The Ladybird Book of How to Be President of the United States. Reading age 4 to 5 years. In pristine condition, one must note.
Certainly unread until this very afternoon. And worth 27p on eBay. Enlightening it is too. Now I'm a veritable constitutional expert. I've decided to make some more policy decisions.
Here we go.
Let's start with tariffs.
Now we'll get back to the usual Donny Park approach, I'm sure. So we're going to be breaking off diplomatic relations with Fredonia, annexing the merry old land of Oz, declaring 100% import tax on lampposts from Narnia.
Oh, wryly amusing, Jess Mervin, wryly amusing, but no. As you well know, Merv, I'm hardly a fan of capitalism. Whilst driving wealth creation, it's easily criticised for its inherent flaws like inequality, instability and the potential for exploitation of workers. This raises concerns about the system's ultimate sustainability and its impact on social and environmental well-being. But I'm not naive. I realise America is joined at the hip with the idea. So if we are going to engage constructively, let us not willfully screw the pooch, as Milton Friedman might have eloquently put it. So whilst tariffs can provide short-term protection for domestic industries, they also result in higher prices for consumers, reduced international competitiveness, leading to further global economic slowdown.
Blimey, Donny. How much is in that Ladybird book?
Well, the cleaning staff also found this.
Janet and John discover macroeconomics. Reading age 5 to 6 years.
Also previously unopened.
And your takeaway from all this?
I immediately scrap all my predecessors' tariffs, stop trying to instigate trade wars with everyone for no readily explainable reason. Oh, except for Putin. We can throw the sanction book at that murderous twat. Any objections?
Oh, no. Just this is weird.
How so?
I think I'm having a minor existential crisis. It's like I'm waiting for a shoe to drop, but no additional footwear is forthcoming. It's like actually casting George Spigot in the role of Tarzan and discovering he's absolutely brilliant. So, this is how you're going to deal with things now.
We, Mervin, we.
Are you still employing your appalling French, or are you suggesting this horrific task is somehow also my responsibility?
Merv, a president can only do so much with a Ladybird book. He needs his rock.
He needs his what?
His rock.
Are we returning to your seaside comestibles metaphor?
No, Mervyn, I need you to take on that most trusted of all roles that a president requires to immediately support him day to day in his great work. I need you to be mine.
First Lady? Oh, but Donny, I left all my wigs in Blighty, along with... I even had this little pink Jackie Kennedy number, which would have looked perfect for state balls, with pearls and a natty pillbox hat.
Why would balls have pearls and a natty pillbox hat?
No, that's what the dress goes with.
Merv. Whilst I appreciate your sartorial pedantry and devotion to Bowie-like androgyny, I was considering you for a more directly political role.
Oh, not vice president. That's a dreadful gig.
Oh, no. I wouldn't waste your potential with that. Although we better find one soon before that malicious little hamster tries gnawing his way back into the building. No, the role I was considering you for is Chief of Staff. That is the job title, isn't it? The one who actually does all the, what you call it?
Work.
Yes, that's it. That is very much it.
You mean I could be like that John Spencer in the West Wing?
Yes, exactly like that John Spencer in that West Wing.
Oh, he was good in that.
He was indeed, and with your extensive, nay encyclopedic knowledge of Mr. Sorkin's magnum opus of inspirational early 2000s dialogue-driven ensemble television, you, Mervyn, will be perfectly equipped.
Blimey. So when do I start?
No time like the present. So, Mr. Chief of Staff, what do I need to do to imbue my presidency with that Martin Sheen-like authority and effortless charisma?
Well, Oh, he was very good at putting his jacket on quickly.
Oh, yes, that was impressive. I remember now. I'll start practicing that tonight.
Oh, but maybe more important, Dom, is an ability to swiftly remember and accurately recite lots of very important and relevant facts about US politics, usually whilst walking purposefully down lengthy corridors.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Curtis!
Yes, Mr. President.
I'm going for presidential perambulation. Come along. Attempt to make all 7 foot of yourself unobtrusive.
I'll try, sir.
Good lad. Now, let's go, Merv. I've a State of the Union address to deliver. Then you, Merv, need to deal with our staffing issues.
Ladies, and far more importantly, gentlemen of Congress, I gladly, freely, and with this high-caliber magnum pressed squarely to my temple, present to you the President of the United States. God help us all.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. And cheers to Dave Sparkles at the Joanna. Dave is available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, and other ground-based offensives. Checks in the post, Dave. Checks in the post. Don't pad your part, mate. Don't. Thank you. Now, according to my Chief of Staff, Mervin,
Hello?
I shall from time to time give to the Congress information of the state of the Union and recommend to their consideration such measures as I shall judge necessary and expedient. Right. So buckle in, everyone. At this precise moment, there's a lot which I judge necessary and expedient, because
I've recently suffered a strange elevation which brought me before you, the great of this nation. The thoughts I am thinking just cause me frustration, but I'll give my hot take on how I rate this nation. So listen intently to this bard's oration as I set out clearly the state of the nation. Though only a fool will be filled with elation to hear my report on your administration, I only imagine the manifestation of zeal countries feel when they deal with our nation. They shudder to witness the cruel deprivation our leaders have wrought on the folk of this nation. There's no Nobel Prizes or standing ovation for lying and cheating, gaslighting the nation by siding with despots whose extermination of those who oppose is a clear violation of all of the treaties we've signed in relation to how wars are fought and how reparation is divvied and chivied and how mitigation is offered to those who are losing their nation. The public is sensing a marked desperation when people who work here now face deportation for simply protesting provokes castigation and losing one's freedom through incarceration or risking unpersoning full revocation of gender by courts who hate your identification. I think we're all feeling a deep consternation dividing the right from what's left of the nation. These millionaire chiefs are a vile infestation, a leech prying blood from the veins of the nation. We must be embracing the full cancellation of all of the hate they create in the nation. The trait of the nation's the hate of the nation. We must expurgate all their bait from the nation and strive to survive the fate of the nation. I cry with elation, let's seize liberation, and that's my advice on the state of the nation.
Curtis, mate, could you just get their attention? Tar. Now, just check the president's not currently doing anything impeachable, will you? Cheers, mate. Hello, where was I? Oh, yes, I'm Mervin Mule, the new Chief of Staff. You can call me Merv. Now, it's come to my attention there have been a few raised eyebrows regarding the new president, or Big Don, as he likes to be known. So I just wanted to check. Hands up all you White House staffers who were appointed by the last administration. Okay, out of you lot, who thinks the president is above the law? Who thinks his word is gospel? Just keep your hands up if you do. Oh, quite a lot. So would you be prepared to swear unquestioning loyalty to your president? Just yell yes if you would. Yes! Still quite a few. Would you be prepared to lie for your president? Yes! Not quite so many. Would you be prepared to cheat for your president? Yes! Would you be willing to stand in front of the press and shamelessly shill for the president to cover an incomprehensible bowl of rancid alphabet soup posing as coherent speech? Yes. Would you be willing to ignore all evidence of dementia, malignant narcissism and illegal activity, up to and including fraud and abuse of minors, committed by your president? Yes. Right. Marvellous. You lot are all sacked. Clean out your desks, take your pornography and your NRA subscriptions and sod off before close of play. Tar ever so. Oh, and don't take the staple guns. Oh, right. The rest of you, the troublemakers, who I suspect probably actually know how to do your jobs, back to your desks and start phoning round all your mates, you know, the smart ones with actual administrative experience and ability to read. Your constitution for a start. And tell them to drop by with their CVs.
But sir, that'll be thousands of resumes to consider.
Thousands? Oh no. After that, I'll have to find something else to fill the rest of my afternoon with.
Ah, Curtis. Well, I think my State of the Union went very well indeed. How many heart attacks did the Surgeon General say it provoked?
Only 4 fatalities, sir. One I did manage to revive.
Oh, you're a smart boy, aren't you, Curtis? Beneath all that wildly rippling muscle, Harvard?
Yale.
Graduated with?
Well, first.
Don't apologise, Curtis. Do not apologise for being smart. I do like this office. It's got lots of doors. I like doors. Some obvious ones, some cunningly half-hidden ones. Where does that one go to?
Oh, traditionally, sir, that's the Chief of Staff's office.
Oh, have we evicted the previous inhabitant?
Yes, sir, but she wasn't happy about it.
I'll bet. But Mervin's gonna need an office. Let's see if it will suit his bohemian aesthetic. Get that door open, Curtis. There's a good lad.
Yes, sir.
Blimey!
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Who in the name of all the well-grown felines of Ernst Stavro Blofeld are you, pal?
My name is Elon Reeve Musk.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but there's nothing I can do about that. Have you considered a change by deed poll?
No,
Therapy, perhaps?
no, I do not require additional psychological analysis.
Well, I do advise getting a second opinion on that. So, laughing boy, what are you doing lurking behind the wainscoting of my White House? Incidentally, is that a kitchen sink you've got there?
The previous administration had great need of my talents.
Oh, so you're the plumber?
No,
Oh, shame. How did you get in?
I have installed many back doors, real and virtual, into the very heart of this White House.
Oh, I get it. You do joinery. Because our outside lab in Wivenhoe has one that sticks a bit in winter, which can be a bit embarrassing when one's caught short for an alfresco Jimmy. So if you're free Monday afternoon...
I do not do joinery.
Pity. Pity. A man can make a career in joinery.
No, sir. I am an entrepreneur of the mind, an imagineer and inventor of the impossible, a colonist of strange new worlds and shaper of future times.
Is your dad rich, as I'm guessing none of those are real jobs?
Mr. Fletcher-Park, I salute you!
Not like that you don't, sunshine.
I can offer you fortunes and pleasure beyond your wildest dreams.
Look, Mephistopheles, I'm a performance poet. A bloke with a fiver and a shoe full of golden Virginia can manage that. You really need to find someone whose vaulting ambition can clear a loftier bar than mine.
Everyone desires something, Mr. Fletcher-Park. What do you desire? I make expensive cars.
I don't drive.
I build rocket ships.
I don't fly.
I control social media.
Oh, is that the one like gramophones except for children?
I could make you president.
Check out the big seal in the carpet, pal. I think you'll find the boat has very much sailed on that appointment.
I could make you president eternal. You could rule forever.
I've seen that Doctor Who episode and it doesn't go well for the president in question, so no thank you, Rassilon.
The presidency is a difficult job. Perhaps you'd like to outsource your brain. I could find someone to do all that tiresome thinking for you.
No need, Dr. Frankenfurter, that's what I've got Mervin for.
But you need a guru.
A what?
You need a muse. You cannot deny your inspiration. You have poetry in your soul.
And I'll write a limerick about you, pal. just as soon as I can come up with a good rhyme for ketamine. But in the meantime, sling your up before you get the toe of my boot up your arse.
You cannot throw me out.
You're absolutely correct. What was I thinking? Curtis!
Yes, Mr. President.
Throw this jack-booted idiot out.
Now, come along, Mr. Musk. We've warned you about all this before.
Bye-bye!
You can't do this to me. I'm a tech billionaire pro. You'll rue the day you crossed me, Mister Fletcher-Park.
Oh, it seems like I've got a lot of day-rooing to do. But not quite yet, I fancy. Although, what was it he said I needed?
Right, I think I've got the basic staffing issues sorted out, which just leaves... Blimey, where'd all these flies come from? What the hell is that?
Ah, Merv, I gather you've not met the latest addition to my executive team.
All right, what's been going on?
Well, whilst you were out and about, Chief of Staffing, I had an unexpected visitation from some nutter called Musk.
Oh, God, you haven't given him a job, have you?
No. It was immediately clear to me that that bloke's one Zippo click short of a crispy Reichstag. But he did make one suggestion of interest.
Which was?
He said I needed a guru.
A guru?
Indeed, to counsel me on weighty moral matters of state. No offence, Merv, but you can't be here all the time.
So, you got yourself, and I think I see what's happened here, a guru.
Yes.
Except you didn't, Donny, did you? What you got yourself was a GNU.
Well, there may have been a bit of an issue with the auto-correcting when I was brilliantly utilising the interweb electric calculator typewriter interfacey thing.
Oh, God, I've got to give him the launch codes this evening.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, don't get excited, Merv. You'll hurt Dunstable's feelings.
Whose feelings? Oh, not on the seal of the President. We'll never get that out of the carpet. And whilst we're on about it, why'd you call him Dunstable? You don't call a GNU Dunstable.
What sort of witless mooncalf do you take me for, Mervin? I didn't call him Dunstable. Dunstable is his family name. I called him Barnstable.
So he's Barnstable Dunstable. Look, Donny, you can't keep a GNU in the White House.
Isn't that a song?
No, that's you can't keep a horse in a lighthouse.
You sure?
Positive. Would you like me to sing it to you? Oh, I think I've got the guitar tabs.
No.
Oh, a mandolin?
Even more decidedly, no.
Either way, my point stands. Washington is not the natural habitat of the GNU.
But Merv, he's now formally a senior counsellor to the President. If I sack him now, I'll look weak. Plus, he now has an equivalent honorary military rank, which I suppose means I've technically just made him an admiral.
So now he's Admirable Barnstable Dunstable.
Yes.
You can't have a naval GNU.
But he's been decorated.
No, he's eaten the wallpaper. That's different. And this is why I should never leave the room.
Shall we talk about the national religion now?
If we must.
Well, I've come to the regrettable conclusion, Merv, that Christianity, particularly in its hard right manifestation, is a very divisive belief system and probably shouldn't be America's official national religion.
And the inevitable disaster arrives with church bells on.
What was that, Merv?
Nothing. So we're giving Christianity the boot, are we?
Oh, not quite. I'm not suggesting banning it, just not wasting any more time discussing it in Congress and the like. No, leave the God-bothering to chinless vicars, sexless post-menopausal jam-producing women, and Cliff Richard, you know, like we do in the civilised world.
Any thoughts on a replacement?
No.
No, Cliff's irreplaceable.
No, I mean for Christianity.
Oh, well, that's easy. I was toying with Judaism or Islam, but whichever way I leapt on that would seem like I was playing favourites. No, what this country requires is a religion that everyone can get behind. And then it struck me. What this immigrant nation forged in the fires of colonialism needs is a pioneering yet caring messiah figure, an heroic, identifiably domestic icon, the parables of whose inspirational utensil-based extraterrestrial adventuring will galvanise, unite and heal this divided nation in an all-embracing, non-denominational, interplanetary faith.
You don't mean...
Yes, Merv. I've made America's national religion Button Moon.
Donny! Phew, for a moment there I thought you were going to do something stupid.
Oh, you know me, Merv.
Yes, and that's exactly the problem. Okay, time for the quick fire round. Diversity, equality and inclusion. Bin it or reinstate it?
Reinstate it. Next question.
Epstein files. Bury or release them?
Release them.
Gaza. Bunglish's land grab, real estate opportunity or horrific humanitarian crisis and one-sided genocide that needs to be immediately and irrevocably halted?
The latter, clearly.
You see, ever since we arrived in Washington, I've been waiting with horror and resignation in equal measure for the inevitable call to clear up the unholy mess which you were bound to make of this great office.
And as always, I appreciate your faithful diligence in these matters, Merv.
But, and here's the thing, it's almost as if you,
Yes?
Don Fletcher-Park,
Yes?
Wivano-based performance poet, unreconstructed Vim addict, and possibly the most tardy and chaotically irresponsible man I've ever met,
No argument from me there, Merv.
is still a far better, appropriate, skilled, wise, compassionate, logical, reasonable and rational choice to be President of the United States of America than the bloke actually elected to do the job.
It's like I can't actually do it any worse, isn't it, Merv? And I just appointed a GNU.
Look, maybe you should... No, that's mad.
What?
Well, I'm almost beginning to think you should stay president. But that's impossible.
You're right, Merv. I couldn't do it in the long term. It wouldn't chime with my anarchic bohemian punk idiom.
No, I mean your administration can only last 1 week.
Why?
Because this novelty 25th Amendment only lasts 1 week.
But I do have full presidential powers in that week.
Oh, yes, completely.
Including the ability to sign executive orders.
Oh, particularly executive orders.
Which can overturn or modify other executive orders, yes?
Well, providing they're not illegal or unconstitutional.
I see. And this novelty 25th Amendment, how exactly was it created?
Well, FDR made an No, you can't be suggesting...
Mervin, I think I've just had a very good idea indeed.
Hi, I'm Candy Van Cougar, reporting from the reflecting pool. The crowds are going wild with delight as President Fletcher-Park prepares to sign his 25th Amendment letter, handing the presidency to his newly appointed Vice President, Curtis Fairbanks, who will serve out the remainder of former President Trump's term. Mr. Fletcher-Park has made his first and final public appearance as president to ceremonially send off the hastily repurposed SpaceX rocket, which is currently utilizing the Washington Memorial as a launch tower. The president shakes hands with the Chief Justice, who looks wonderful in his black Vera Wang dress, and prepares to send the pioneers onto their interstellar adventure.
By the grace of God and our America's utensil-based savior, Mr. Spoon, we ask the Lord to bless this rocket ship and all the souls within, all those MAGA Republicans willingly going, and those forcibly strapped to the nose cone with duct tape. You've taken the SpaceX branding off my rocket. I'll eviscerate you on X for this. I don't want to go to Button Moon, not with kitty fingerers.
You can't send me to Button Moon. I'm the president. I'm the most presidential president ever.
And now, as an offering to Mr. Spoon, we send them all to Button Moon.
Send them to Button Moon! Send them to Button Moon! Send them to Button Moon! Well, Merv, I think we can consider that a job well done. Fancy an innovating beverage before we set off back to Wivenhoe.
Yeah, why not, Don? Why not? I'll get the toilet done.
Poet's Day, The State of the Nation, was written by Darren Gooding and performed by Darren Gooding and Damien Bell. Music by Darren Tansley and Stuart Armitage. Greensleeves was specially murdered on electric guitar by Damien Bell, with other musical atrocities perpetrated by Mr. Gooding on piano. Recording and sound engineering by Stuart Armitage. The play was recorded at Colchester Arts Centre and is an I Hear Voices Theatre Company production.